G'day. Thanks for dropping in. It's something that happened late last year that's really got me quite annoyed, and I wanted to share it with you because this has been going on for quite some time and it's really annoying. See what you think. We own a 2024 Hyundai Sante-Fe Highlander, which is actually quite a good car. It's great to drive. We get it serviced here locally in Bendigo and pay a reasonable price to have that done. Late last year, I mislaid one of the keys. I didn't lose it out in the paddock, I just didn't know where it was. So I didn't want to be that person that only had one key for the car. What's the key look like? I'll show you. Here it is here. Now, I thought to myself, I don't want to have just one key because if you lose that key, it's going to cost you a ton of money to get brand new keys made for the car. So that I do the right thing. I contacted my local locksmith here, top bloke. I said to him, look, I've lost the keys for the car, or one of them. What can you do for me? He said, I'll come past and have a look. He had a look at this fob. He said to me, look, I can get you another one. He came back about a week later and programmed in the new fob, which is this one. It's almost exactly identical to the original Hyundai key. What's got me quite annoyed is that because I know the locksmith quite well, he said that the key cost him 65 bucks, which he charged me $85 for, and I paid about $300 for the whole service, and I was happy with that. We've got to make money somehow. Anyway, just for the sake of it, I decided I'd drop past here at Bendigo Hyundai and ask them how much it would cost to get a replacement key. Well, here's the invoice. Have a look at that. $906.50. This is for a key that's absolutely identical, except it doesn't have the Hyundai logo on it, which costs 65 bucks, and I bought it for 85. $906.50. Now look, I'm all for making a bit of a profit. That's how we run our businesses. You buy something, you sell it for a bit more, and on it goes. But I'm finding it a little bit hard to justify that sort of markup. If the locksmith can buy the key for 65 bucks, imagine what the key actually costs. Now, I've spoken to several car dealers, not only just Hyundai, and they say, oh, these keys are pretty expensive. They've got a lot of tech in them. $906.50. Let's see, what could we buy for that? Well, here's the Samsung pad. Do you reckon it's got a little bit more electronics in it than what the key does? I can't blame the local dealer. All he's doing is just looking up the retail price list, and Hyundai Australia set that price list, and they're telling me that the key is $906.50. Oh, by the way, that price does not include programming and cutting the key. So, as I said, I can't blame the dealer. They've just looked up the price list that Hyundai Australia provided. But I'm looking at you, Hyundai. Why is that fair? How can you possibly justify that sort of markup? I thought to myself, well, maybe this was just something special, you know, maybe. So I had a look on eBay. Yeah, sure enough, I can buy that key, a Hyundai genuine key, for about 125 bucks. Here's the ad. So why is it then, if the key is, you know, around $100 to buy, plus or minus a bit, how is it that Hyundai Australia can justify $906.50 for their key? I don't think that's very fair. Anyway, my advice to you is if you lose the keys for your car, the best thing you can possibly do is contact your local locksmith, ask him if he does automotive, and if he does, get a quote to get a replacement key. All right, I have worked as a locksmith for 14 years, so I know a bit about the game. But even if you don't, I would still ask your locksmith professional whether or not they can supply keys for your car. What do you think's better? Pay 85 bucks for the key or pay $906.50? I think we know the answer to that. Is it illegal? No, it is not. If you're willing to pay a price, say if I had something for sale and you wanted to buy it, I can ask any price at all for that. And if you agree to paying that price, it's perfectly legal. Not very fair though, is it? Anyway, that's my grump. Doesn't matter what brand car you got, I think they're all playing the same game. If you lose the keys for your car, or at least if you lose one of them, then contact your local locksmith and ask him for a price. I think you'll do a hell of a lot better than that. Anyway, that's it for now. I was so surprised I said golly darn and gosh. I'll catch you next time. Hopefully not for something that makes me as grumpy as what I am about this. Hooroo.